Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. What was that? Samples. Oh my god, okay, so I finally got the new Natasha Denona Coral palette. So this is the packaging. It has this really pretty kind of coral slash holographic packaging, and then the names are on the back. This is one of her bigger kind of 5-pan palettes. It's not a mini. It has like this clear case, and these are the colors. Let's do some swatches. Please excuse my arm. It's a little beat up from my cat, but just ignore that. So going into the first color, there's definitely some powder kick up. It's a little bit chunky, but it's a really pretty shimmer. Next up we have the Coral Matte, and this one feels really smooth. I'm gonna build it up a little just so you guys could really see the color. Now we have this really pretty shimmery purple. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to tell on camera, but the pans are moving back and forth, which I don't like. Like, why is it doing that? Do you guys see it dancing? Then I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this one. This one I'm definitely gonna have to build up. It's not that pigmented. I'm gonna build it up like 3 times. It is really pretty once you built it up. Then we have the deepest color in the palette, which is this burnt terracotta shade. And this one's a little bit powdery. Definitely gonna have to build this one up. And last but not least, we have the shimmering red shade. Whoa, and that one is super pigmented. Okay, and those are all the shades. Let's go ahead and get into the application. So my eyes are already primed. I just have some concealer and translucent powder on them. So I'm first gonna be taking the True Coral shade, which is a matte right here. There is some powder kick up in there. Hopefully you guys can see that. I feel like it looks a lot darker on my brush than it does in the pan. Okay, let's see how it goes. Oh my gosh. Okay, really pigmented. Just gonna blend that into my like transitional area. Yeah, it comes off a lot darker than it does in the pan. If you barely tap your brush in there, you don't get as much powder kick up, but it's blending super good. I'm gonna try to use as much shades as I can on my eyes today just so you can see all the colors. Alrighty, so far so good. Let's go ahead and try out the deepest color in this palette, which is this dark kind of terracotta shade. And we'll see like what's the difference in color, just because the other one, like I said, is a little bit dark. So we'll see if this shows up darker on the skin. Blend it into that other shade. They're blending together really nicely. Boop, ba, ba, boop, 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 ba, ba. I can't wait to try the shimmers because the shimmers look so pretty. So I'm not seeing a lot of coral vibes from this palette so far. To me, it just looks more like a kind of burnt red palette, just because that original coral shade is a little bit too dark. I'm gonna take a little bit of that first shade we used and try to blend out this darker terracotta shade and see how they blend. It's blending that out like a dream. So far, so good. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease just so we could fit as much shimmers on the lid as possible. So I will be right back. Alrighty guys, I'm back and crease is cut. I just used my Anastasia eye primer. So I'm first gonna go in with this really pretty kind of shimmery peach shade. Right away, it is pretty shiny, super pretty. These ones still have some powder kick up, but not as much as like the mattes. And it's going on really nicely with the brush. That color is definitely exaggerating my wrinkles, but I mean, that's not the eyeshadow's fault. It's just age, you know? So maybe if I take a little bit on my finger, it will help smooth it out. We shall see. It looks a little better. So I'm gonna try wetting a smaller brush just to get really up there into the cut crease. And we're gonna see if we could just clean this up a little bit, just because I feel like it's not as shiny up here. I'm definitely getting a little fallout with this shade. That's better, for sure. So I'm just gonna wipe away that fallout. Now I'm gonna go in with this stunning purple. It's so beautiful. And I'm just gonna pop this one in the center of my lid. Okay, right away, I'm noticing that it's a lot more sheer than the other one. Oh, I'm sad. I thought it was gonna be really pigmented, but it's like more of a topper. I don't like toppers. Yeah, that's so lackluster. Here, maybe if I wet my brush. Oh, that's a lot better. So it's definitely better if you wet your brush. And I'm also gonna try going in with my finger and see how that does. Ooh, it's super powdery. See, it's creating a little bit of chunks on my finger. Pop that right on top. That's a really pretty shade. I just wish it was a lot more pigmented. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna get from it. I don't know. I just really wanted something more from this color. It's not blowing me away. Well, the more I pat it in, the more pretty it looks. Alrighty, I guess that's all I'm gonna get from that shade. I'm gonna do the other side. Let me show you guys what happens when I put my brush in it. Look, hold on. Watch it not do it now. I don't think it's gonna do it now. The pan just keeps moving. I don't like that. Like, if you're gonna pay a lot of money for a high-end brand, like, they should glue their products down properly, you know? That one's not even showing up. What the heck? It does not want to stick to this eyelid for some reason. Sorry if I keep bending down and then you guys only see my head. I'm trying to have better posture, but you know, once you start forgetting, you're like, you slowly start scooting down. Alrighty, now we're gonna go in with the last shimmer, which is this deep kind of burgundy shade, or it's like more of a red. And this one will probably be super foiled, which I don't really care about this one just because I feel like she has a color like this in all her palettes. And I just got the Sunrise palette and I feel like this is very similar to some of the shades in there. We'll compare them here in a sec, but I'm just gonna pop this on the outer part. Yep, super pigmented, of course. Yeah, see, that one's really pretty. Why couldn't the purple be like that? Makes me super sad. I'm just gonna go in with that deepest shade in the palette in a really tiny brush, and I'm just gonna clean up my cut crease. I wish this had a mirror on it because I keep wanting to like look through it and it doesn't have a mirror. But that's first world problems. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and then on the lower lash line, I'm probably just gonna get the lightest matte and the darkest matte and kind of blend that on my lower lash line, and I should be done with this look. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish that off camera, and then I'll be back on camera to tell you guys my final thoughts and also compare it to the Sunrise palette. So I'm gonna be right back. Okay guys, I'm back, and I did pull out my Sunrise palette and they do look so similar. So this is the Sunrise, right? Sunrise palette, Coral palette. Can you guys tell? I feel like they look so similar. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch some colors that look the same next to each other so we can see the differences. So I'm gonna swatch Aster from the Sunrise. Then I'm gonna go in with the purple one from the Coral palette. Oh my god, guys. They are so freaking similar. It's crazy. Hopefully you guys could tell. But they basically should have called this one the Mini Sunrise palette, I swear. One that's also really similar is this Morgan color, and it's similar to this one from the Coral palette. Okay, that one's not as similar as I thought it was gonna be. The one from the Coral palette is obviously more coral, so you guys could see. And then I feel like this one is kind of similar, so I'm gonna swatch that one. Then go into this one, and we're gonna see if these two are the same. Oh my gosh, okay, those ones are pretty similar as well. It just has a touch more pink in it. Then we'll do the two terracotta shades from each palette. This one I think is gonna be a little bit more orange from the Sunrise, but we shall see. Yeah, this one just looks a little bit more kind of browny. Yeah. So those are those two compared. Okay, and then last but not least, we're gonna swatch the red shade, the foiled red. Oh my gosh, that one is so pigmented. I feel like it's gonna be either like Poppy or Phoenix. We'll try Phoenix first from the Sunrise palette, and we'll swatch it right next to it. Yeah, they're pretty dang similar. Hopefully you guys could see that good. But I'll go ahead and swatch the other red shade just in case. So this one is Poppy, also from the Sunrise palette. Yeah, this one's a little bit more cranberry. I did a horrible swatch. But honestly, I feel like they're so freaking similar. Like if you just built up one or the other, they would be the same. So if you already have the Sunrise palette, I don't think you need this one at all. For my rating, I would give this a 3 out of 5, just because I felt like the purple shade was really difficult to work with. It didn't want to stick to my eyelid. And then also the color I used on the inner corner didn't give me really like happy vibes. Like it was just kind of normal, you know? And so that is what I would rate it. And also I'm gonna be returning this just because I do have the Sunrise palette and I feel like they're super duper similar. And if you have this one, you don't need to keep this one. And I know some of you guys get mad when I return things, but I don't get sent PR, so anything I buy with my own money, if I don't like it, I am gonna return it because I don't have money just to be wasting, if you know what I'm saying. And so I hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you have any questions for me, leave it in the comments down below. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, BritanyRaquell, go ahead and subscribe. I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so that's 3 times a week. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!